D-Day, June 6, 1944. Forecasting was a crucial element in Operation Overlord. The invasion was launched as dawn broke on the 6th of June. As Allied forecasters predicted, the storm in the English Channel cleared. Assault beaches were cloud-covered but approachable. Meanwhile, German troops along the beaches were put on stand-down. The head of the German Weather Service advised that conditions were unfavorable for an Allied invasion. Field Marshal Rommel felt so assured that he left the front to attend to his wife's 50th birthday party. Still, landing was not easy. Low clouds caused problems for the gliders and paratroopers. Many were dropped miles away from the original target and captured. Although moderate, the winds caused havoc for the landing crafts at the beaches. 10,000 men lost their lives at Normandy, but the invasion was on. For one shining moment, the world's future lay in the hands of a few skilled forecasters. Geostationary Operational Environmental Satellites, or GOES, is a key component of the National Weather Service's modernization program. Spacecraft and ground-based systems work together to accomplish the GOES mission of providing weather imagery and data which improves weather services, particularly the forecasting of life and property-threatening severe storms. On May 2, 1982, the Weather Channel was launched into cable households across the United States.
And good evening, America. Welcome to the Weather Channel, the non-ending weather telethon. I'm Bruce Egg.
Production, art, on-camera meteorologists, technical operations, and forecasters met every day to get the big weather story of the day. The Weather Channel has grown over the years and is now in over 56 million cable households. Many of the hurricanes that affect the United States begin thousands of miles away. These storms are called Cape Verde type hurricanes and are born in the moist, tropical air off the coast of Africa. Every 3 to 4 days, a tropical wave bends the trade winds blowing from the northeast off the Cape. In developing storms, clouds build higher and higher. The air pressure drops. The low pressure attracts warm, moist air near the ocean's surface. The rotation of the Earth helps cause these low-level winds to spiral in a counterclockwise direction around the center of the low. As the clouds build to enormous heights, the spiral closes in on itself, forming the hurricane's eye. A hurricane is a vast heat engine. The fuel is warm ocean water. It feeds heat and moisture into the air being sucked into the center of the storm. Some of the incoming air rises into the spiral rain bands that surround the storm's core. As warm air reaches the eye wall, it rises rapidly and condenses into clouds and rain. The condensation releases tremendous amounts of heat into the atmosphere and helps to create violent winds. In this way, the hurricane's engine is constantly refeeding itself, concentrating its power in the wall of clouds surrounding the storm's eye. In 1944, the United States Air Force flew its first official mission into the eye of a hurricane. Since then, the hurricane hunters have become crucial to our ability to track hurricanes threatening the U.S. coast. On Sunday, August 17, 1969, 180-mile-per-hour winds and an unprecedented tidal surge pushed over the Mississippi shoreline. Camille was the most powerful hurricane to hit the United States coast in the last 50 years. Hurricane Camille destroyed $1 billion worth of coastal property. 141 people died along the coast. Most drowned in a flood of seawater caused by Camille's record 24.5-foot storm surge. September 1938, a hurricane moved rapidly up the Atlantic coast. It crossed over Long Island and quickly moved into New England. Over 600 people died in the storm. A satellite's view of Hurricane Hugo shows the intensity of the Category 4 storm, which made landfall near Charleston, South Carolina on September 22nd, 1989. Damage from Hurricane Andrew was estimated at over $25 billion. Large parts of South Dade County, Florida were flattened by sustained winds of 145 miles per hour.
Well, this tornado probably could do significant damage. All right. Oh, goodness.
We have full documentation of it coming.
Hey, look, hey, get in the picture and I'll take a video of you. Okay. No, not so far away.
Go on downstairs, Mother. My God.
Oh, it's getting cold and wet. Cold and wet. Ah, yes.
Why do so many tornadoes form in the United States? When warm, moist Gulf air meets cool Canadian air, the warm air rises. Clouds form, storms develop, wind shear, winds at different altitudes, blowing in different speeds and directions, causes the air between the layers to begin spinning, almost like a horizontal tornado, although not nearly as fast. When this horizontally rotating air meets an updraft, the rotating tube can become stretched and tilted. As the now nearly vertical tube tightens its spin, it speeds up. And the result?
Oh, look at this base. Look at this base. All right, tornado. Very nice tornado, very nice.
Picture at 715, wide angle.
Very nice.
Wide open 125th, 64 at 200. You see the car up the road?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, geez. How incredible.
Beauty.
Oh, words can't describe it.
Storm chasers gather evidence that helps scientists understand more about severe storms. They also love the thrill of the chase.
My first tornado. Oh,
God, look at this thing!
it's perfect.
This is amazing! Oklahoma Panhandle did it today!
Tornado is crossing the road in front of me. Take some stills, Gene. Gene, are we ready? Gene? Let's go.
Tornadoes don't only form over land. This waterspout was captured on video in Guam.
Oh, God.
Should probably hang out like that.
I wish I was in that canyon wall.
This is incredible.
So this is your address.
Yeah.
And the rainbow's there too.
I'll up and we'll try to send you some. Call me.
Oh. Lightning normally forms when the top of a cloud becomes positively charged, while negative charges build up below. Because unlike charges attract, the negative charge causes a portion of the ground underneath it to become positively charged. This positive charge is most pronounced in tall objects, such as buildings and trees.
Electrons rush from the cloud base toward the ground. As the electrons approach the ground, a current of positive charge rises up from the ground to meet it. When they meet, large numbers of electrons flow to the ground, but a much larger, more luminous return stroke surges up to the cloud. That flash is cloud-to-ground lightning. The life of a hailstone starts as a tiny ice particle in the cold upper reaches of a storm cloud. The updrafts and downdrafts of the thunderstorm take it on a wild roller coaster ride, down into the warmer air to pick up water droplets, then back up into the colder temperatures to freeze again. The stronger the updraft, the longer the ride, the larger the hailstone. When you cut open a hailstone, you can measure the length of that roller coaster ride. Each ring of ice represents another trip up and down the thunderstorm. The Great Flood of 1993 damaged or destroyed more than 50,000 homes along the upper and middle Mississippi Valley from mid-June to late August. In March of 1936, the city of Johnstown, Pennsylvania experienced its second major flood in less than 50 years. 25 people died in the 1936 disaster. Over 2,200 lives were lost in the Johnstown flood of 1889. Then, again in 1977, Johnstown suffered yet another serious flood. January 1967. It was Chicago's worst snowstorm on record. 24 inches of snow fell in 29 hours and 8 minutes. The city's 224 square miles received 24 million tons of snow.